Hey there guys, and happy whatever day it is that you're watching this video. So today's coffee, now that Christmas is out of the way and we can get back to regular coffees again, I've got one from a roaster that I definitely have not tried before. And as I said in the last video, I bought this from a coffee shop which I believe is called 2323, which is in Sheffield. I'd just gone there for a coffee and, well, they had a good range of coffees to buy, so I couldn't help myself. So I bought two coffees from Taith Roasters, and I'm excited to tell you guys about it today. So yeah, Christmas is done, back to regular coffees. But the next two, well, this one and the one I do after, will be the last two of the season, and then that'll be it for a little while. And then I'll be back with other coffee stuff. So if you've not got a coffee yet, go get yourselves one. Put your feet up, relax, and welcome to Today I Brewed. So, what makes this coffee special? Well, that's an interesting question. And, well, I've not made any note today because everything that I need to say is actually on the bag, which is great. But I haven't tried these guys before, but they are interesting. In a sense that you can buy really small amounts from the website. I think you can buy them in like 30 gram boxes or packs, which means you can buy quite a few for a pretty decent price as well, if you wanted to buy quite a lot of little kind of sample size bags. But then you can buy the bigger stuff, which obviously comes in this box, and there are smaller packets as well of higher graded coffees that I think come in packs of 1 to 5 grams. So, as I say, I'd never tried these guys before, but one of my friends, Junior, has tried them before and has said many positive things about them. So here we are. So let's talk about the coffee itself. So the coffee is called Cata Pacamara, and I'm just going to read off the back of the box to kind of talk about all the stuff that is going on there. So here we go. The main goal of the different blends produced at Cata Export is to showcase the coffee from small producers who lack support for marketing their products. For this Pacamara blend, various producers from Salado Blanco in Huela participated, each with plots of around 1.5 hectares, often in challenging conditions. They receive comprehensive guidance on topics such as soil management, clean agriculture, and water treatment. This support ensures that the coffee produced meets processing standards before it is sent to the thresher. A replicable fermentation and post-harvest protocol was established, recognising that many producers are unfamiliar with specialty coffee techniques. This blend, Pacamara, is versatile, suitable for both espresso and filter, with notes of peach and plum. Its profile is straightforward, reflecting the humility and hard work of the Salado Blanco community. Pretty cool. And it's a lovely little backstory on how this coffee has come about and the things that are being put in place for the people who are growing the coffee. And I think it's really cool that for those who perhaps don't have the support, there are, places like the Cata export that are helping them develop and grow better coffee. Which is the goal for any producer, I think. Obviously, it's a collaborative effort, which means everyone's learning and everyone's benefiting from the process. As I said, it is from Huila, perhaps the most common area of coffee from Colombia that I've had this year. It's a washed coffee, grown at 1550 to 1900 meters above sea level. And the varietal is Pacamara, and obviously it's a blend, I believe, of different Pacamara crops. The tasting notes, as I said, are plum and peach, but there's an extra one here, which is apple. And I am not going to be upset with those tasting notes. So now that we've talked a bit about the coffee and kind of how cool it is, let's get down to business. Let's talk about the grind, let's talk about the brew, and ultimately, let's talk about how it tastes here in the cup. Now, I have tried this on a few different grind sizes while I've been trying to figure out the perfect way to brew it for me. And the one that I found, which I'm using today, I think is really good. There was a couple of others that kind of made the aromas a lot more prominent, but didn't taste as good in the cup, whereas the one I've got it on today, the aroma perhaps isn't as prominent, but it tastes better in the cup. But it's great because there is a really refreshing aroma to the grind. Lots of apple, like crisp, fresh apple. I'd say like a green apple type of acidity in the aroma. Really bright. Super like really aromatic. There was quite a lot of plum in the aroma and not so much of the peach, which is fine. But then when it came to brewing it, as you can see, it looks great as it's blooming, as it's brewing. And here's kind of where more of the aromas actually came out. So there was much more apple while it was brewing, loads and loads of plum, and then lovely subtle hints of the peach coming through, which was really, really refreshing, because I kind of missed the peach on the grind, but it came out a lot more in the brew. You can see it's quite evenly brewing, and I've left it to dry a little bit before putting the next lot of water on top. This, I think, made it taste better. When I had more water in the brew and continuously poured, it didn't quite taste as good, and I want to believe that the little breaks in pouring just kind of gave it a bit of time to breathe and allowed more of the coffee flavours and aromas to come through. But it came out in about 4 minutes 20, I think, which is a decent enough brew time for me. And it looked good while it was brewing, and it smelt great, which is what we want when we're brewing coffee. For it to taste or smell, brew, all that stuff, we want it to go well. So now that we've talked about it, how is it here? How is it in the cup? Well, let's smell it first and see what we've got. So there's loads of acidity there from the apple, like really crisp and really bright. some lovely subtle hints of plum. It feels like a plum body when you smell it. And there are tiny, subtle hints of the peach in there as well. Well rounded. So, how does it taste? Loads of plum with lovely peach undertones. It's got a lovely body. I'd say it's quite medium to heavy in the body. Real smooth. There's a lot of plumminess in the texture of the brew. Lovely slight dry finish, which kind of reminds me a lot more of the peach. And the acidity of the apple is coming through quite nice. It's a lovely cup. And as it cools down a bit, there is a lot more peach coming through. Like, it's a very refreshing peach. Kind of like cold peach tea, iced peach tea. Just in that feel, but the apple acidity is coming through wonderfully. It's delicious, lovely finish, like just a little lingering of the peach, which I am never going to complain about. That is a delicious cup of coffee, like beautiful. So fruity. I would recommend this to anyone. And as a coffee for the first time that I'm having from this roaster, I am pleasantly satisfied. It's a great cup, and you should go and buy some. I believe it's still on sale, but I'm not sure for how long. At the time of recording, it's still on sale. But one of my favourite things that we've done this season is look at packaging, and this might win best looking box of the season. Just look at it. It is amazing. It's so colourful, lovely combination of colours, lovely texture on the packaging. Love the sleeve, always a sucker for a good sleeve, but it's just a beautifully designed box. And it kind of gives you the impression that it's going to taste like what it looks like. All the information is on here. I've even got the roast date, which is the 16th of December. So it's like, what, 2 weeks ago? And it says best enjoyed 2 weeks after roast date. So I think I'm in the sweet spot. But incredible stuff. So we have one more coffee to do before the end of the season, and then take a little break and come back with more coffee stuff. So I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this, and if you haven't got yourselves a coffee yet, go get yourselves one. Put your feet up, relax, and most importantly, thank you for joining me on today's